The disappearance of the Roanoke Island settlers is one of the country's most persistent mysteries, but the truth is that it's not actually a mystery at all. Now that we have discussed it, let's get it out of the way. To put an end to the whole mystery surrounding the disappearance of settlers, the Croton Archaeological Society, an association of scholars from institutions including the University of Michigan and the University of Bristol, England, issued a book in 2020 via Vice. Granted, it's a fantastic tale, but scientists assert that there was no mass murder, no extinction, and most definitely no abduction by aliens. Their research suggests that the settlers coexisted peacefully with the local indigenous population, implying that they had never truly vanished. Don't forget to like this video and give us thumbs up so we can keep uploading videos with consistency. Number 5. The terrifying fate of one of America's most famous pilots. One of the longest-running mysteries in American history is what happened to Amelia Earhart, and the investigation is still ongoing. In 2019, National Geographic reported on a significant expedition to Nikumaroro Island, a Pacific island long considered a potential landing site for Amelia Earhart. Did she not? Although the details are still unclear, we do know that something occurred on the island. In 1940, Nikumaroro discovered a collection of bones and other signs of human presence on the otherwise deserted island just 3 years after she and navigator Fred Noonan vanished. But to whom? According to The Guardian, the bones have since vanished, although some believe they are Amelia Earhart's based on measurements made in 1940. It's impossible to tell, though, without the actual bones. Let's return to the island and explore the possibility that there is yet more to find there. Perhaps the island's abundance of 3-foot-long coconut crabs with extremely painful claws could pose a challenge. The crabs cleaned up the pig carcass and dispersed the bones, taking some with them to their underground burrows, before the expedition left them to figure out what to do. Was that Aaron Ornstein's experience? Yes, a death has occurred there according to forensic dogs. Number 4. What's with the strange burials of Chappelle Donahue? Sometimes the past is bizarre and strange discoveries leave archaeologists scratching their heads. When it comes to the discovered graves on the island of Chappelle Donahue, the question of the day is, what on earth would have possessed people to do this? The small island is off Guernsey's coast. In 2017, archaeologists discovered an unusual burial there while excavating the island's source BBC. Instead of finding human bones as one might anticipate, they discovered the remains of a porpoise that was thought to have been buried there between 1416 and 1490. What could have led to the burial of the porpoise? It might have been slain and buried as a ceremony or in an effort to preserve the meat for future meals, according to researchers. Archaeologists have discovered the remnants of a human skeleton, with unsettlingly absent hands a short distance from the dolphin, making it not the only strange burial they found. According to other archaeological sites, there may have once been a few Christian monks living on the small island, which is only 50 feet wide today. Some speculate that the man was a monk who had leprosy and lost both hands. Others believe the body washed ashore on the coast. Nevertheless, curious minds would like to know, what the heck? Number 3. What killed the men buried on Beechey Island? According to The Secret of the Ice, when archaeologists investigated the location where multiple people had been interred on Beechey Island's frozen earth, they discovered more questions than answers. The men were members of the Franklin Expedition, an 1845 exploratory party that had traveled north to investigate the Northwest Passage. The expedition was well-funded and equipped. In other words, they made a halt in Baffin Bay, and that was it. It took them that long before anyone began to worry because they had enough supplies to survive for about 3 years. Retracing the expedition's course revealed burials similar to those on Beechey Island, abandoned camps, trapped ships, notes, and journals attesting to the deaths of expedition members, and some good old-fashioned cannibalism. Even in the 21st century, there is still much to learn about why the expedition failed in such a spectacularly violent way and why so many people perished so soon. The clues found during the body's excavation suggested lead poisoning and tuberculosis, but this theory hasn't been entirely credible or widely accepted. Also included are a few footnotes. Less than a year had passed since the 3 men's deaths, and John Torrington had lost almost all of his weight, weighing only about 85 pounds at the time of his death. Another John Hartnell had undergone an autopsy before his burial, revealing the expedition physician's curiosity about the rapid and severe deaths of so many crew members. Number 2. What happened to the dead of Palmyra? Doubters always know to dismiss the word curse with laughter. However, occasionally a narrative can convince even the most skeptical person to think twice. This is the situation with the Pacific island of Palmyra, which has seen far more sorrow and death than it ought to. Not until 1802, when a ship named Palmyra went down on the stony coral of the atoll, did it receive a name and a place on a map. Everything was tranquil for around 70 years before the Angel and another ship sank on the reef. A few months after the cruel death of the Angel's crew, another ship cruised by without stopping. A pirate ship crew later suffered an even more enigmatic end when they simply vanished, and disappearances persisted until the Second World War. Malcolm and Eleanor Graham then sailed on their boat Seawind early in the 1940s, according to Culture Trip. Another couple discovered Eleanor Graham's bones and charred skull sealed inside a metal container in 1946 after they left for Palmyra. No one ever found her husband's body, but another couple managed to command the Seawind to arrive in Hawaii in good condition. Dwayne Walker, despite his claims of self-defense, ultimately faced a murder conviction. It's possible that when he passed away in 2010, the truth about what actually happened to Eleanor and Malcolm Graham perished with him. Number 1. How many people did Ratu Erd really eat? Ratu Yudre, for a sinister cause, holds the title of most prolific cannibal in the Guinness Book of World Records. The Guinness Book of World Records features Ratu Yudre as the most prolific cannibal, and while most people agree that he shouldn't break the record, it's strange that no one is certain of the exact number of individuals he has consumed. Yudre hails from Fiji, where the incredibly beautiful islands have so fully embraced their cannibalistic history that, according to Culture Trip, they even sell cannibal-related merchandise in their gift shops. At the beginning of the 1800s, he was a cannibal who kept track of how many people he had eaten using stones, just like many other cannibals. He resided on Viti Levu. More than 800 of his cannibal stones adorned his burial, signifying that each stone represented one person. The problem is that nobody knows how many stones are missing. That's not even the darkest half of the tale. Estimates place the number of stones at least at 999. It is unclear why cannibalism was so common, but some speculate that tribe chiefs engaged in the practice because they believed they would be able to absorb the strength and vitality of their victims' energy. Reverend Thomas Baker and 6 student instructors' deaths in 1867 led to the discontinuation of the practice of chopping victims into small pieces while they were still alive. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.